I never thought I could do it, but I decided to save 70% of my income for 30 days. 70%, that's more than 2/3 of everything I earn. Gone from my regular lifestyle. At first, I thought it was impossible. I thought I'd fail within the first few days, but I wanted to see what would happen, how my habits would change, and how my mind would react. And the results, they shocked me. It all started one night while I was checking my bank account. I realized I didn't even know where most of my money was going. Food, coffee, random subscriptions. Little things I didn't notice adding up. They were bleeding me dry. I felt frustrated, embarrassed, and honestly, powerless. That's when I made the decision. For the next 30 days, I would save 70% of my income. No excuses, no compromises. Well, almost none. Day 1 was brutal. I opened my wallet and stared at my usual spending habits. Everything felt off. I realized I had to cut almost everything. Coffee from the cafe, gone. Takeout meals, gone. Uber rides, gone. I started cooking my meals at home, walking instead of taking transport, bringing lunch from leftovers. I felt restricted, frustrated, even a little resentful, but I forced myself. Every time I wanted to splurge, I remember why I was doing this. By day 2, the shock really hit. I hadn't realized how much money I was wasting. Snacks, impulse buys, small subscriptions. It all added up to hundreds of dollars a month. My mind kept saying, just this once. It won't matter, but I reminded myself, I wanted change, not excuses. I began writing down every penny I spent. Seeing the numbers on paper made it real. It was like a wake-up call I didn't know I needed. Day 3 felt slightly easier, but only slightly. The initial shock had passed, but the lifestyle adjustments were still hard. Could I really skip that dinner out with friends? Could I really say no to that new gadget? It felt lonely at times, but I kept pushing. By the end of week 1, the struggle became routine. I found myself looking for creative ways to save. I started meal prepping, combining leftovers, and cutting out unnecessary snacks. Entertainment changed too. Instead of going to the movies, I streamed old favorites at home. The savings started stacking, slowly, but noticeably. And emotionally, I felt a mix of pride and frustration. Pride because I was following through. Frustration because I realized how careless I had been with money all these years. Week 2 brought mental challenges. The temptation was everywhere. A coworker brought donuts. The latest phone dropped. Friends were going out for dinner. I felt the urge to slip, to spend just a little, to give up. But every time I felt that, I reminded myself, this is temporary. This experiment is bigger than my cravings. I started journaling my thoughts, noting when I felt tempted and why. It became clear, saving wasn't just about money. It was about discipline, mindset, self-control. Week 3 was a turning point. By now, I started noticing small wins. My leftover meals didn't feel like sacrifices anymore. Walking instead of taking transport felt freeing. I realized I was moving more, saving more, and even feeling healthier. My bank account started to reflect my discipline. The numbers were growing. And something surprising happened. I felt more confident. Money, which used to feel like a source of stress, was starting to feel like a tool. Week 4 brought visible results and a shift in mindset. I looked back at my month, at all the meals cooked, rides walked, coffees skipped, subscriptions canceled. And I felt empowered. I wasn't just saving money. I was proving to myself that I could control my finances, that my habits could change. The small wins became motivating. Instead of dreading saving, I started enjoying it. I saw what I was capable of. Finally, the results, after 30 days, I saved exactly 70% of my income. I felt proud, shocked, even emotional, seeing that number. Knowing it came from discipline and consistency, it was life-changing. But the number itself wasn't the most important part. The real change, the mindset shift, that was priceless. The lessons I learned were simple, but powerful. First, I didn't realize how much money I was wasting. Second, discipline beats motivation, every time. You don't have to feel like doing it, you just do it. Third, cutting expenses doesn't mean cutting happiness. It can open up space for more meaningful experiences. Fourth, your mind adapts. What feels hard today becomes normal tomorrow. But here's the reality check. Saving 70% of your income isn't easy. It takes effort, patience, and sacrifice. You'll feel tempted. You'll feel frustrated. You'll want to quit. But if you can push through, even partially, the rewards are massive. Not just in money, but in confidence, clarity, and freedom. So, if you're watching this and thinking about your finances, take it seriously. Try saving even 10%, 20%. See what happens. Track your expenses, challenge yourself, question your habits, and most importantly, take control. Because when you do, you'll see what's possible. You'll see that money doesn't have to be a source of stress. I saved 70% of my income for 30 days, and I learned something that no financial guru could teach me in theory. I learned that the real power isn't in earning more. It's in controlling what you already have. And once you realize that, you can start building a life you never thought possible. So, what will you do today? Will you spend without thinking? Or will you start taking control, one decision at a time?